Gentlemen, may we have your attention, please? We ask that you familiarize yourselves with the nearest marked exits as a cautionary procedure prior to our commencement ceremony today. In the event of an actual emergency, please remain calm, and public safety and security officials will direct you to specific locations where detailed instructions will be provided for you as needed. Thank you for your cooperation.
Good afternoon. Friends, parents, and family members. Welcome to the School of Engineering and Applied Science 2022 graduation ceremony. Will you please rise and join me in welcoming Penn Engineering's master's degree graduates. standing as the members of the faculty of the School of Engineering and Applied Science join in the procession. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. I'm Vijay Kumar. I'm the Dean of the School of Engineering and Applied Science at the University of Pennsylvania. I want to welcome all of you, parents, children, friends, family members, spouses, partners, and above all, the graduates. The recipients of a master's degree from Penn Engineering. As Dean, I'm delighted to be the first one to congratulate you on behalf of my colleagues on the faculty. We're so very proud of what you've accomplished. Some of you are graduating with 2 degrees from Penn. You pursued an accelerated master's degree, and tomorrow you'll be receiving an undergraduate degree as well. We have nothing but admiration for your tenacity and your ambition. Some of you earned your bachelor's degree from another institution, and you joined us to become an expert in your field. To learn from world-class faculty, perhaps to conduct research in a state-of-the-art laboratory. Regardless, we congratulate you on your tremendous accomplishments. Others used their time here to create new career opportunities. Perhaps you opted for a bold change to a new discipline, deciding to learn new concepts, tools, and techniques that you could never have encountered as an undergraduate student. And finally, some of you made the decision to leave home and travel thousands of miles, not only to learn and train at Penn, but also to be immersed in a new culture and experience a new ecosystem of research, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Because of the pandemic, perhaps you had to start off remotely in your home country. Maybe you had to wait months to get a visa. The fact that you are here is an inspiring story to all of us. And we owe a debt of gratitude to your family and friends for their support. But whatever your reasons for pursuing your degree and however complicated the road to today's commencement was, the trajectory of your career has changed because you've now earned a master's degree from the University of Pennsylvania. You are now an expert who will have new opportunities to innovate in your field of technology and make an impact on society by inventing our future. As we think about that future, it is difficult not to think of black swan events. Events that come as a complete surprise. Events that are fundamentally unpredictable. And of course, I'm thinking about the pandemic. We've all gone through the disruptions over the last 2 years. But black swan events have happened before, even before this pandemic. The terrorist attacks in the US in 2001 and the financial crash of 2008 are both vivid examples of events that had a dramatic impact on our society. Of course, none of these events were totally unpredictable. In 2015, epidemiologists predicted that a COVID-like global pandemic was becoming increasingly likely, and many economists predicted the 2008 crash. In today's data-driven world, with increasingly sophisticated algorithms to analyze this data, we might argue there should be no real surprises. Yet, in March 2020, to say that we were all surprised is a gross understatement. Nobody could have predicted the seemingly insurmountable obstacles you would face and your rocky road to the degree you've earned today. But in the face of adversity, you quickly adapted to changing conditions and overcame never-before-seen challenges to realize your goals. This accomplishment is inspiring to all of us in the audience. And I'm sure as you face new challenges in your life, you'll certainly look back on the last 2 years and draw inspiration from your resilience. This is an invaluable lesson that your generation has learned, and it will pave the way for success in your future endeavors. The second lesson we've all learned is this. Never before has an engineering degree been more valuable. Those of you who remember the financial crash of 2008 will also remember that was the beginning of the tech revolution that bailed us out of the inevitable recession in the US, in Europe, and in Asia. And today, we learn the vital importance of science and engineering as never before. One need look no further than the COVID-19 vaccine that was developed right here at Penn, capping 30 years of research and development. In the face of an unimaginable calamity, science and technology led the way. Indeed, the future of healthcare will be engineered. We're likely to see new technologies that will enable cures for diseases that are tailored to an individual's unique health condition. And innovations like microrobots, 3D printed organs, and precision engineered biomaterials, all of which will help us accelerate discovery, innovation, and treatments. While it's impossible to say what the future of healthcare will look like in 10, 50, or even 100 years, I can say with confidence that you will be at the forefront of creating and engineering these breakthroughs. There's a third lesson for all of us, which is we should try to predict the future and the next big disruption. Well, this one might not be as hard as you might think. The biggest challenge of the next decade is climate change. It's not if or when we transition to clean energy, but what this inevitable transition will look like and what new disruptions and opportunities will be created. As the world moves towards carbon neutrality, the technologies and the materials needed to produce solar panels, batteries, electric vehicles, and wind turbines will shift the focus from fossil fuels to green metals and rare earth elements. We might even predict a global economy that's no longer tied to natural resources like oil and gas that are important to today's transportation and manufacturing, but rather to these new necessities of the future tied to tomorrow's transportation and manufacturing sector. Once again, it's difficult to predict what form this innovation will take, but it is almost certain that engineers will lead the charge. So whether we use data science and engineering to make predictions about the future of technology and society, or we consider new therapeutics and vaccines to fight yet to be discovered pandemics, or we invent new technologies and manufacturing processes for a carbon neutral economy, science, technology, and engineering are central to our future. Graduates, you are the individuals who will decide what our future will look like. And I know that you're uniquely suited to seize this moment because of what I've seen of your own research during your time at Penn, which has already had an impact in so many diverse areas. Let me cite just a few examples for the friends and the family members in the audience. You developed a rapid, contactless, all-electronic method for detecting COVID-19 infection, based upon an analysis of volatile compounds emitted from the skin of the palm of your hand. You conducted insightful quantum mechanical calculations and kinetic modeling of initiation, propagation, termination, and branching in polymerization. You designed and created novel origami-inspired robots that can swim via jet propulsion. You led the development of new experimental search engines for our Penn Information Pollution Project, which allows readers to search for and compare true and reliable articles with different perspectives. You were able to create visual classifiers directly from text, enabling algorithms to recognize images without annotation and without any visual training data. You designed and created 3D sodium-ion batteries through 3D printed scaffolds from two-dimensional materials from cathodes. You developed human-machine interfaces for vehicle automation for advanced driver safety assistance systems and full self-driving autonomy. These are just few of the contributions of this extraordinary class of 2022. Graduates, despite the challenges of completing your degrees during a worldwide pandemic, you did not let this crisis control or define you. As Penn engineers, you exemplify resilience. You did not let anything take away from your experience at Penn, but more importantly, you have directly confronted the systemic gender and racial biases that threaten our institution and discrimination based on citizenship and cultures. Each of you has demonstrated a dedication to global citizenship, and I have no doubt that you'll address societal grand challenges with bold, innovative ideas. Benjamin Franklin, one of America's earliest designers of both institutions and implements, founded this great university in 1749. We at Penn Engineering like to call him America's first engineer. Franklin said, "The progress of human knowledge will be rapid, and discoveries made of which at present we have no conception." He went on to say, "I begin to be almost sorry that I was born so soon, since I cannot have the happiness of knowing what will be known 100 years hence." Graduates, fortunately, we won't have to wait that long to see the fruits of your efforts. We're confident that what you begin today will reap impressive harvests in the future, in the near future, and far beyond. Graduates, I offer each of you here today my best wishes for a successful career. My colleagues and I can't wait to see the impact on our society and our future that you will invent. Congratulations, class of 2022. The master's class of 2022 is represented on stage by Aditya Hota, who's graduating with a master's degree in robotics. Aditya hails from Tallahassee, Florida. He earned a bachelor's degree in computer engineering from Penn Engineering in 2021. He served as a teaching assistant for courses in both computer information science and electrical and systems engineering. He was the secretary and treasury of Tau Beta Pi, a member of Eta Kappa Nu, Electrical Engineer Honor Society, and he was a Radcliffe Scholar. During this time, he researched how to make internet-connected devices in hospitals more secure and is currently researching how to make reconfigurable computing more accessible to software developers. Aditya was also the vice president of ADAPT, Assistive Devices and Prosthetic Technologies, a club of Penn engineers dedicated to improving the quality of life for members of the Penn engineering community. After graduating, Aditya will join NVIDIA in Santa Clara, California, as a systems software engineer. Please welcome Aditya to the podium.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Dean Kumar. Good afternoon, everyone. To the faculty and staff, friends and family, and of course, the Penn Engineering Master's Class of 2022. Today marks a momentous occasion, not only because it recognizes our dedication to hard work during our time at Penn, but also because after so long, we finally have a chance to celebrate our accomplishments together. Our story is one of perseverance. It was marked by the pandemic, but not completely defined by it. Though many of our journeys at Penn began away from campus, we didn't let this stop us from forming meaningful connections with one another. We reached out to make new friends over virtual club meetings, or stayed up late with fellow classmates, debugging our code as we furiously refreshed Piazza before deadlines. Our story also reflects our strength and resilience. As students, we were called upon to take care of loved ones, work a job, or learn from unfamiliar environments, but we never let this get in the way of our goals. Our professors were always there to support us, leaving their virtual doors open because they too understood the challenges we faced. Reminiscing over these memories reminds us of who we are, engineers who are ready to deliver solutions. When this academic year began, our excitement turned into awe as we finally had the chance to set foot on campus. For some, this was the first time, and for others, it was a return to what we call home. We could stroll down Locust Walk and beg our friends to take a picture by the Love Statue, cheer on the Quakers at Franklin Field, or test our balance as we braved the high-rise wind tunnel. But more importantly, we could access the amazing resources Penn Engineering offers us, like the new makerspace in Tangent Hall, the entrepreneurial support at Pennovation, and the many research labs where Penn engineers are forging the latest advancements in robotics, bioengineering, computing, and much more. Being surrounded by experts in every field, we challenged ourselves to develop new theories and created tools to benefit the world. When we weren't busy exploring biocompatible materials for implants or optimizing the production of renewable energy, we were making Philadelphia's transportation system more equitable and teaching elementary school students how to program. As Penn students, we are fortunate to be in a place where we can explore anything we choose and engage in many ways with our vibrant community. We aren't just scholars, we're also leaders. After we walk across the stage today, we will call ourselves Penn engineers. But what does it mean to be one? In 1752, Ben Franklin's kite experiment would go on to electrify the world. In 1946, Penn engineers unveiled the ENIAC, the world's first general-purpose electronic computer. In 2022, our peers continue to lead the way. We're using augmented reality to improve surgical outcomes, making self-driving cars safer at night, and harvesting our planet's resources more sustainably. As we walk beyond the halls of engineering, our role as engineers will be to literally build our futures and design the technology that drives society forward. We have the power to shape tomorrow's computers medical devices, and materials. At Penn Engineering, we learned what is required to challenge the frontiers of science and how to find our passions. Now, we can make those dreams a reality. Wherever our journeys take us, I hope we can leverage our Penn education to improve the lives of those around us. It might seem daunting, but over the past few years, we have proven to ourselves that we will not let anything get in the way of our dreams. Of course, our journeys wouldn't have been possible without our professors who always found ways to challenge us, our friends who always had our backs, and our families who encouraged us through the toughest of times. I know I wouldn't be here today without the support of my parents and my sister. Thank you for always being there for me. Class of 2022, this is our moment. Congratulations and best of luck for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditya. It's now my great pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Joan Lau, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Spirovent Sciences. You have her bio in your program, but let me just read a few highlights. Dr. Lau earned a BSc in Bioengineering in 1992 before getting a PhD in neuroscience from the University of Cincinnati College of Medicine and then an MBA from the Wharton School of Business. Dr. Lau co-founded Spirovent Sciences to realize the potential for gene therapy for patients with inherited respiratory diseases. Under her leadership, Spirovent gained the support of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation and was honored the Healthcare Startup of the Year by the Philadelphia Alliance for Capital and Technologies. She also co-founded and is a partner of Militia Hill Ventures, a firm focused on building and growing life sciences companies in the Philadelphia area. She led multiple biotechs, including Immunome Incorporated, Azalon Pharmaceuticals, and Locus Pharmaceuticals. Dr. Lau has been recognized for her leadership in the biotech industry and within the Philadelphia community in many ways. She was selected as the 2020 Entrepreneur of the Year, Philadelphia region by Ernst & Young, a 2020 Woman of Distinction by the Philadelphia Business Journal, and the 2021 Iris Newman Award recipient from the Alliance for Women Entrepreneurs. As a serial entrepreneur, she enjoys engaging with STEM students and graduates to reach their full potential as leaders. I could not be more delighted in welcoming Dr. Lau to the podium, and please join me in the welcome.
Well, thank you, Dr. Kumar, for the lovely introduction. And more importantly, graduates, family, friends, those that are online, champions of yours in the good days, and supporters of yours in the tough ones, greetings. I am very happy to be here today because what Dean Kumar did not tell you is that he graciously invited me to speak here on November 15th. And now, here we are. What is it? 5 months later, plus 2 years. Because it was November 2019 when he first extended the invitation. So, as much as I was excited to speak to the class of 2020, I can't tell you how much more excited I am to be in front of you today, because this class is a very special class. Class of 2022, you have had a singularly unique educational experience. First, earning a Penn Engineering degree, maybe 2. Degrees emblematic of solid scientific, yet pragmatic problem-solving skills. But this class, in particular, 698 strong, 607 days long in the pandemic special. You extended your extracurricular education in respiratory viruses, RT-PCR, R-naught. Also, Penn green passes, Penn red passes, classrooms with masking, classrooms without masking, and then back to masking again. Some of you have experienced unspeakable loss around you as a result of COVID, or you haven't seen family from overseas because of quarantines, or you haven't been on campus because of COVID-related visa delays. And now some of you have been worried about your family or your friends in Eastern Europe, in Ukraine, or in Russia. And some of you have walked around Penn or Philadelphia or in the world, worried about harassment, your safety because of the way you look, where you're from, how you sound, or whom you love. But today, you're sitting in those ever so lovely blue folding seats. There are moments in life, big and small, and through it all, you heard from Aditya, and you heard from Dean Kumar. You have persevered, and you have been resilient. This pandemic has actually been a big moment in your life. It has, and will continue to shape you. 20 years from now, you will talk about what you did, how you coped, and how you adapted. You already have stories. Mine, March 11th, 2020, it was a Wednesday. I sent home our employees for a test run on remote work in case we were asked to lock down. Bring your laptops home and anything else you need. We'll try it out on Thursday and return to the office on Friday and see how it goes. So we went home. Then my email, don't come back Friday. 2 days became 20, became 40. The milk in the company fridge turned to cheese. The plants died. And then we returned. We threw away the milk, and then came 2 years of on and off, up and down. That big moment helps us understand for us and for you, helps us understand each other and commiserate and build around a sense of belonging with each other. And it teaches us to adapt. Just like complaining about a class assignment or a bad lecture, never happens, right? Helps you have camaraderie in class. You build connections, sharing those stories, conveying your collective resilience. It's a point of understanding between a universal number of people. For me, it was 9/11. I remember that day, and I bet others in this audience do also. Those days, those times, how striking and searing it is in my memory, as fresh as the pandemic is for you. I was finishing grad school and navigating job interviews. And on that day, I was holed up in my very small, very dark apartment, writing the background section of my thesis. And the only noises you could hear were that pecking sound and the pages flipping as I looked between reference papers and the screen to write the section. And in the afternoon, I was finally tired enough. I walked to the medical school where our lab was, and my shortcut took me through the hospital where I saw people oddly gathered around the cheap lockdown TVs in the waiting room. And imagine me slow stepping towards that TV and seeing video for the first time of 2 magnificent towers having collapsed. I didn't understand until the commentator said, so for you, those of you who are just joining us, and me kind of getting filled in. That moment shaped me, not just at that moment, but it affected me long term, and I learned how to manage the change around it. But big moments don't have to be universal. Sometimes they affect fewer people, but they can be life-changing. One changed mine. I was working on a biotech drug team, working assiduously on some small issue, and then an email came in. And it went like this. Hi, I am currently a cancer patient taking chemo, and I entered your clinical trial because I really couldn't tolerate that chemo because of the nausea and vomiting I was having. It was really a struggle for me to stick with that chemo treatment. Now, people said that chemo would save my life, and sometimes I wonder whether it's really worth it. And if it were for just me, it wouldn't be. But I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for my kids. They want their mom to sit in the stands when they graduate. They want their mom to be there in the front row when they get married. So thank you. You gave me a chance to make memories for me and my kids. So, moments, big ones like the pandemic, sometimes happens and changes our lives. Little ones like letters can also equally change lives. So just like that mom, you are and you will be filled with stories. Recognize those, build those connections. In my bag, I always have stationery. When I have a few minutes on a plane, on a train, fewer these days, or a few minutes at breakfast, I'll share a moment that I had and send it out. Just recently, I have a friend who's been in the news. So I said to her, hey, I know times are tough right now, but I remember you as the brightest and funniest back then. I'm in your corner. A new acquaintance, hey, I loved hearing about you, how you built your business from the ground up. Makes me want to learn more. It really helps me. I'm an unabashed introvert. Find the right words on my own time and space. Such a simple moment and way to create time between me and another. These moments change me. They help me be resilient. Sometimes, like the letter from the mom, it helps you find your passion or remember what's important. So, my only advice, write notes when you can. Say thanks. I have 3 letters for you today. Dean Kumar, thank you for the nice words. Who knew it would take us 2 years from invitation to commencement? And every time I come back to this campus, I am even more impressed by the caliber of the students, and frankly, a little more scared that you might take my degree back. Dear Aditya, wonderful remarks. Tau, beta, pi, eta, kappa, nu. Stay here for another year and there won't be any Greek letters left. Show off. I have a few letters though. I've got alpha, beta, delta, and omicron. And then finally to all of you, dear graduates, I loved being here today. I can't wait to meet more of you. Now, go out there, have fun, thank your family and friends, treat them to dinner. You guys can all remember that. Tonight, but someday, buy cards, send a note, move someone, change a life, change yours. Congratulations, resilience, class of 2022.
Thank you, Dr. Lau, for those inspiring comments and your advice to the graduates. And now, graduates, The time has come, what you've been waiting for all along, the roll call. I invite Associate Dean for Graduate Programs, Dr. Boon Tao Lu, and the Director for Student Life, Dr. Sonia Guak, to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Kumar. On Monday morning at the university commencement ceremony, Interim President Pritchard will confer your degrees. During that ceremony, Dean Kumar will present the School of Engineering and Applied Sciences graduate and undergraduate students to the President. And we encourage all students to respond with enthusiasm when invited to stand. We will now proceed to the roll call of the graduates, where each student will be individually recognized. This is a chance for us to celebrate each of you and your accomplishments. Dean Kumar will receive the graduates as they proceed across the stage. Any graduates that's coming up, we would prefer that you give a fist pump as you cross the stage. It is now my pleasure to announce the graduates from the Department of Bioengineering. This includes the Master of Science in Engineering in Bioengineering. I would like to invite Dr. Ravi Ramakrishnan, Department Chair, and Dr. Yale Cohen, Graduate Group Chair, and any faculty affiliated with the Bioengineering program to join the receiving line. We will now begin.
Fabio Alvarado. Koyen Huang. Peter Bertone. Bella Chow. Nathan Chow. Alexander Henry Connor. Karen Dong. Emily Eastburn. Caitlin Sarah Frazee. Ryan Christopher Giovenco. Rachel Shinran Gu. Juliette Hooper. Lejin Wang. Sean Kang. Raveen Karyawasam. Hao Lin. Rachel Madogaria. Ding Hang Mai. Nathaniel Tala Naima. Maria Jose Ovando Aguirre. So-hyun Park. Ria Patel. Arushi Pendekar. Tina Elsie Thomas. Bo Ning Tong. Yue Jenny Tu. Shan Wang. Chepo Kwame Jane. Han Wen Zhang. William Zhang. Yun Lin Zhang.
Thank you. This concludes the announcement of graduates in the Department of Bioengineering. It is now my pleasure to announce the graduates from the Master of Biotechnology program. I would like to invite Dr. Scott Diamond, Program Director, and any faculty affiliated with the Biotechnology program to join the receiving line. We will now begin.
Avery Edward Arndt. Shruti Aunde. Beishan Chen. Michael Chen. Julia Frances Daly. Christopher Joseph Deerolf. George Galanis. Sanjana Prakash Hamdev. Yishuan Jiang. Olivia Muley. Daria Patel. Jai Lee. Ming Juan Lee. Chen Fang Lin. Wan Yin Lin. Jingwen Lu. Wushangqing Liu. Juliet Eve Mangazio. Penn. Sandhya Ramachandran. Rachel Reynolds. Riti Rajesh Shah. Bridget Stanton. Yu Ying Sun. Lingbo Xia. Wanyi Yang. Si Jia Yang. Jay Yang. Jukai Yu. Zihan Cheryl Yu. Wen Yue Zhao. Xi Ying Zhou. Wei Yi Zhou. Xingyue Su.
Thank you. This concludes the announcement of the graduates in the Master of Biotechnology program. It is now my pleasure to announce the graduates from the Department of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. This includes the Master of Science in Engineering in Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. I would like to invite Dr. Chinadin Osuji, Department Chair, the John Grocker, Graduate Group Chair, and any faculty affiliated with the Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering program to join the receiving line. We will now begin.
Miriam Al-Kubati. Yuen Ting. Lihang Wang. Sunyimeng Lei. Wei Chen Lin. Ogene Rutayan Onosode. Ziyu Pan. Zihan Yu. Hao Yu Xia.
Thank you. This concludes the announcement of graduates in the Department of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. It is now my pleasure to announce the graduates from the Department of Computer and Information Science. We will begin with graduates in Computer Graphics and Game Technology, followed by Computer and Information Science, and Computer and Information Technology. I would like to invite Dr. Zachary Ives, Department Chair, Dr. Steve Lane, Program Director of Computer Graphics and Game Technology, and any faculty affiliated with the program to join the receiving line. We will now begin.
Emma Linda Holthauser. Ashley Alexander Lee. Jake Oscar Te Lem. Hao Wei Lee. Meng Yu Lee. Li Yilei. Yilin Liu. Anthony Mansour. Yichao Wang.
I would now like to invite Dr. Swapnil Seth, Computer and Information Science Program Director, and any faculty affiliated with the program to join the receiving line.
Shravya Allah. Samuel Georges Attal. Victoria Brown. Yichun Zhao. Rahul Chandran. Yi Wei Chen. Lanting Jiang. Jonathan Choi. Maxwell Hung Dan. Bian Rodrigo Gianto. Ying Swan Ng. Chen Fan. Amaya Gadkari. Marta Garcia Ferrero. Manasi Garg. Rajvi Gamawat. Wesley Aaron Gill. Jacob Glenn. John Gettle. Ryan Min Guan. Yilin Guo. Len Mana Haptu. John Hay. Yachi Ho. James Hu. Jasper Wong. Sartak Jain. Emin Ji. Matthew Frederick Jortberg. Utkarsh Kashyap. Jediah Katz. Tirtha Karel. Edward Kim. Nikhil Kona. Tong Kong. Nathaniel Ryan Korzakwa. Varun Lalwani. Matthew Ryan Laberman. Daniel Amadeus Lee. Laurel Unji Lee. Kaylun Lee. Kara Lee. Paul Sean Lin. Shuya Lin. Hanwen Ling. Jiaqi Lu. Siyi Liu. Francesca Maria Marini. Raymond Stewart Mason. Jackson Meyer Lee. Ali Suleiman Muhammad. Yuwon Elaine Moon. Maitreyi Narayana Swami. Anish Nirvanan. Chan Nye. Atim Opio. Daniel Peck. Christopher James Pollan. Elizabeth Powell. Zhang Qi. Haitian Ren. Dennis Kipsang Ruto. Yao Shen. Owen Benjamin Simon. Divya Somaya Jula. Watson Suchak. Kento Sugama. Javin Uppal. Satyar Samir Vaida. Yatsu Wang. Yihan Wang. Yuchen Wang. Yuxiao Wang. Hanbang Wang. Harry Wang. Ro Chun Wang. Aishwarya Vijay Wesankar. Hansung Wu. Yutong Wu. Yu-Wei Lucy Yuan. Yansu Wu. Ling Xie. Yongxin Su. Christopher Yin. Shaya Zarkesh. Kaylin Tsang. Jinyi Zheng. Jianrong Zhou. Meiwen Zhou. Lihai Zhu.
I would now like to invite Dr. Arvind Brusnamar and Dr. Tom Farmer, the Computer and Information Technology Program Directors, and any faculty affiliated with the program to join the receiving line. We will now begin.
Melissa Amaya. Martha Baumgarten. Tim Culpin. Somnath Banerjee. James Francis Baker. Jia Bao. Elizabeth Begley. Rahil Bimani. Adrian Binkley. David Samuel Binstock. Sean Michael Bivens. Yi Chen. Harun Bulyana. Maurice Olivier Bourgue. Maria Calhoun Aulestia. Ashley Fangying Chan. Hai Chen. Jia Chen. Tiffany Jeannie Chen. Yi Chen. Ian Chen. Chinjung Chang. Hollis Tenley Cooper. Fu Chang Choi. Jessica Lynn Zacher. Kevin Michael Dannenberg. Holland Christina Delaney. David Dong. I'll pause right here. In Penn Engineering, we have a long-standing tradition. Professor Nada Engeta, please come up to the receiving line to confer the diploma to your daughter, Sarah Engeta. Meng Yao Fan. Xiaoge Fan. Tara Fernandez. Jordan Figueroa. Tong Fu. Philip Geisert. Lu Yuan Gao. Eric Weijie Gao. Yan Gao. Jackson Golden. Shinting Gu. Geraldo Guanaya Silva Dutra. Nidhi Gupta. Changik Han. Nupura Hurley. April Kiyomi Hishinuma. Diane Hofstetter. Di Hu. Din Huang. Shengyan Wendy Huang. Henry Hung. Imran Iskandar. Anshuman Jain. Reichi Jiang. Yan Jin. Sunil Kamat. Kuncherahman Kafra. Tawan Kim. Jihu Kim. San Kim. Igor Kornfeld. Matthew Benjamin Krish. Anakwan Kulalert. Winston Weifu Kuo. Vanessa Lam. Yulong Lao. Yonason Levine. Jiahui Li. Ningli Chen. Ting Li. Shanshan Li. Shua Li. Jinyi Li. Yutong Li. Kelly Weilin Liang. Ziping Lin. Yang Lu. Zichi Liu. Yang Kai Liu. Joven Renwen Lo. Alex Lyman. Cheng Jin. Meng Shui Li. Yonghun Li. Shunken Ma. Jennifer Macklin. Nikhil Madirala. Wei Mao. Claudia Alexandra Marquez Fernandez. Javier Martin Caballares. Danish Martin. Nathaniel Warne Gerald Massey. Takahiro Masumoto. Sean McKeon. Colin James McLaughlin. Andrew Colin McManus. Satoshi Minamoto. Jonathan Moe. Krishna Bharatbhai Morawala. Marielle Morris. Brenda Moss. Mohammed Fahd Makadam. Muiz Nuruddin Mulani. Santosh Nazare. Ryan Ng. Yulia Norenko. Daniel O'Mara. Ken Okawa. Khan Oram. Oliver Osei Asibe. Corey Parker. Anuj Patel. Samira Patel. Shi Peng. Christian Pinto. Wesley Robert Paulson. Luis Octavio Puga. Li Yu Chen. Anissa Rebecca Ray. Max Rigby. John Christopher Riviello. Tyler Robert Pizzico. Caleb Rogers. Miguel Ignacio Lopez Santamaria. Kenneth C. Dohui. Sarah Shamsi. Iqbal Sharif. Michael Sangho Song. Jinuk Luke Shin. Shari Sinclair. Samuel Spiker. Yu Sun. Lu Yao Tang. Xin Wei Tang. Alexandra Olven. Chloe Verkerke. Enrique Vargas. Stephen Wong. Bala Sundar Tenapan. Yao Tong. Hanya Wang. Zuo Yun Wang. Homer Wang. James Wong. Meng Wang. Shifang Wang. Senjing Wu. Angela Penelope Wen. Amber Minhui Wright. Honglun Wu. Jintong Wu. Vivian Shi. Zenyang Shao. Yihang Shong. Daniel Benson Shu. Dana Yang. Jamie Su. Zhen Shu. Bing Lily Yang. Hanghai Yang. Ying Ye. Cassandra Young. Xintian Yu. Suke Zheng. Qi Sang. Mengting Zhang. Ray Zhang. Ray Zhang. Wan Ray Zhang. Yinjie Zhang, Deyi Zhang, Haotian Zhang, Zi Zhang, Sipeng Zhou, Shibo Zhao, Ray Zhang, Jialiang Zhou,
Thank you. This concludes the announcement of the graduates in the Department and Computer Information Science. It is now my pleasure to announce the graduates in the Master of Science in Engineering in Data Science. I will now like to invite Dr. Susan Davidson, Program Director, and any faculty affiliated with the Data Science program to join the receiving line. We will now begin.
Walid Khalid Agadi, Jessica Ann Brown, Landon Butler, Sujia Chai, Chen Chen, Eric Sungyu Zhou, Youngmin Zhou, Eileen Deng, Yuchen Ding, Ziqi Fu, Roberto Garcia, Ryan Lawrence Handon, Caroline Suzanne Melikian Harrison, Sihe, Ross Becker Hawkworth, Sally Wu, Vivek James, Xingfan Jia, Arnav Prashant Joshi, Matthew Lee, Me Shui Kuo, Meng Tian Li, Tangji Li, Yu Tso Lin. Karen Lingasari. Hao Wei Liu. He Xiang Liu. Xiaonan Liu. Yanqi Liu. Jialian Lo. Ian McDonald. Shui Meng. Joshua Nurielian. Jonas Oppenheim. Anna Oros. Stefan Papasov. Yu Hong Chin. Mrigank Saxena. Justin Sherman. Durga Srivatsan. Kevin Sun. Anshul Chipati. Adrian Chow Wang. Warren Wang. Yitsen Wang. Wang Brian. Roy Wu. Yang Yan. Sarah Ye. Alicia Yen. Andrea Ivy Yoss. Tianxiao Zhang. Yuchen Zhang. Yuxuan Zhang. Ida Zhao. Zihan Zhou. Claudia Zhu.
Thank you. This concludes the announcement of the graduates in the Master of Science in Engineering in Data Science. It is now my pleasure to announce the graduates from the Department of Electrical and Systems Engineering, starting with the Master of Science in Engineering in Electrical Engineering. I would like to invite Dr. George Papas, Department Chair, Dr. Alejandro Ribeiro, Graduate Group Chair, Dr. Tanya Khanna, Program Director, and any faculty affiliated with the Electrical and Systems Engineering programs to join the receiving line. We will now begin.
Syed Joseph Ahmed. Abdul Rahman Al-Musalim. Chen Chen. Jin Tao Chen. Xiao Chen. Yujun Chen. Tong Dang. Tianle Ding. Jia Hongji. Aaron Lee. Trevor Lerner. Max Jiazhou Li. Wei Liang Li. Changran Liu. Hengguang Mao. Andrew Brzezinski Height. Pratik Mudali. Anderson Kathleen Myers. Adrian Nikolika. Alan Palmer. Raj Patel. Ryan Romanoff. Ralph Secto Tomakloe. Fang Wei Tian. Anthony Bizzoni. Karan Wanchu. Dao Wang. Wei Yue Wu. Changyang Shi. Enze Shao. Chen Yu Yang. Te Te Yin. Ida Yao. Justin Yu Yang Ye. Wuji Zhang. Xiaohan Zhang.
And now for the graduates in the Master of Science in Engineering and Systems Engineering. I would like to invite Dr. Rakesh Vora, Program Director, to join the receiving line. We will now begin.
Divyansh Agarwal. Kshitiz Garg. Samantha Hall. Cindy Howe. Santoshi Kandula. Srivats Khanna. Kevin Friendly Kaufman. Shuwen Liu. Alaire Morgan. Claudia Peng. Charles Rockhead. Kovam Shahane. Yu Hao Wei. Tianyi Wu. Yu Wei Wu. Jiayin Xie. Qi Yue Yang. Lu Zhang. Zeyan Zhang.
Thank you. This concludes the announcement of the graduates in the Department of Electrical and Systems Engineering. It is now my pleasure to announce the graduates from the Department of Materials Science and Engineering. This includes the Master of Science in Engineering in Materials Science and Engineering. I would like to invite Dr. Shu Yang, Department Chair, Dr. Mahadevan Kanta, Program Director, and any faculty affiliated with Materials Science and Engineering to join the receiving line. We will now begin.
Tyler James Anderson. Emily Joy Aunio. Kaylee Nicole Blair. Rangjan Xiao. Bowen Chen. Lauren Chow. Leah Sadale Duque. Joshua Feig. Zigao Han. Jiawei Huang. Qisha Huang. Yewei Huang. Wei Wei Kong. Sucha Li. Zekun Li. Chanyi Lin. Ziyang Lu. Val McMahon. Le Pan. He Chi. Chen Hao Chen. Lingxia Shi. Zhenhan Tao. Xiaqin Wang.
Thank you. This concludes the announcement of graduates in the Department of Material Science and Engineering. It is now my pleasure to announce the graduates from the Department of Mechanical Engineering and Applied Mechanics. This includes graduates in the Master of Integrated Product Design program, the Master of Science in Engineering in Integrated Product Design, and the Master of Science in Engineering in Mechanical Engineering and Applied Mechanics. I'd like to invite Dr. Kevin Turner, Department Chair of Mechanical Engineering and Applied Mechanics, Dr. Sarah Rothenberg, Integrated Product Design Program Director, and any faculty affiliated with the program to join the receiving line. We will now begin with the Master of Integrated Product Design.
Sean William Barrett. Nicole Norma Beland Samahod. Samuel Seeley Biddle. Sherry Chu. Rachel Cole. Nikki Kandawal. Xining Liang. Max Lichty. Sarah Knoll. Samira Okudo. Tamara Salman. Vashvi Shah. Chang Yang. Ling Ye. Jonathan Zor.
And now for the graduates in the Master of Science in Engineering in Integrated Product Design. We will now begin.
Aviva Hurwitz. Sophie Isabella Perez. Abigail Stein. Andres Boyer.
This concludes the announcement of the graduates in the Integrated Product Design programs. And now for the graduates in the Master of Science in Engineering in Mechanical Engineering and Applied Science. I would like to invite Dr. Howard Hu, Program Director, and any faculty affiliated with Mechanical Engineering and Applied Science to join the receiving line. We will now begin.
David Chaddock Bunn. Wan Yu Chen. Yu Chi Chen. Jemmy Demirolu. William Dale. Ethan Cornelius Donlin. E. Du. Ye Duan. Mohammed El Shabrawishi. Andy Eskenazi. Colby Ralph Ferrigno. Nicholas Christopher Genovese. Miriam Florence Glickman. Brian Grimaldi. Zixian Guo. Wenyang Jiang. Jiang Yongyi. Kirti Kumar. Zichen Lao. Yunji Lee. Heihan Lee. Wei Yu Lee. Hunter Zhao Liu. Jing Lu. Heidi Ma. Yue Mao. Anamil Mehta. Paul Owens. Tony Ann Melanie Peck. Joshua Wren. Jared Evan Rogers. Jia Shen. Li Shen. Wen Tao Shi. Lucille Stin. Jia Tong Sun. Jia Di Tian. Oscar Stephen Tinney. Keshav Vadula. Xiaoyu Wang. Zongyuan Zhang.
Thank you. This concludes the announcement of the graduates in the Department of Mechanical Engineering and Applied Mechanics. It is now my pleasure to announce the graduates in the Master of Science in Engineering in Nanotechnology program. I would like to invite Dr. Mark Allen, Program Director, and any faculty affiliated with the Nanotechnology program to join in the receiving line. We will now begin.
Robert Patrick Dowling. David Joseph Jones. Robert Campbell Kaufman. Liang Li. Daniel Mayer. Antoine Young.
Thank you. This concludes the announcement of the graduates in the Master of Science in Engineering in Nanotechnology program. It is now my pleasure to announce the graduates in the Master of Science in Engineering in Robotics. I would like to invite Dr. Ani Xie, Program Director, and any faculty affiliated with the robotics program to join in the receiving line. We will now begin.
Aditya Hota. Ajay Anand. Jacob Harold Alvsey. Jacob Devutgole. Shubham Gupta. Venkata Gurula. Zachary Han. Kun Huang. Wei Hao Huang. Lejun Jiang. Ryan Jervitz. Asaf Kupferman. Mona Lee. Ika Lee. Jonathan Myrena. Nicholas Paul Marion. Griffin McMahon. Ethan Musser. Jia Min. Tuan Mei Nguyen. Pranav Panganama. Oh, sorry. Jal Panchal. Pranav Panganama Mamula. Tongyin Park. Shiani Jamin Patel. Jacob Reed Kandala Clayton. Zijia Chow. Seth Rogers. Zihao Ron. Hari Santaman. Sheel Sarda. Celestina Savan. Vinay Senthil Kumar. Zifei Shen. Xiaoqi Shi. Lillian Murphy Stoser. Anirudh Subramaniam. Yuchen Chen Sun. Da Yong Tong. David Wang. Joanna Wong. Chuan Yang Wong. Malika Yao Yedla. Tian Hong Wen. Wesley Adam Yi. Shumin Yuan. Chris Yichen Zhang. Zechen Zhou.
Thank you. This concludes the announcement of the graduates in the Master of Science in Engineering in Robotics program. It is now my great pleasure to announce the graduates in the Master of Science in Engineering in Scientific Computing. I'd like to invite Dr. Khalid Sino, Program Director, and any faculty affiliated with the Scientific Computing program to join the receiving line. We will now begin.
Robert Allen Cooper. Yojong Liu. Ziyang Luo. Ziyang Luo. Yilin Ma. James Joseph McFadden. Yu Wei Song. Zhen Yong Zhao. Vatsal Sahani. Katrina Yin-Yi Lee. Tanyapuan Tangtanako. Kelly Pham. Keran Wong. Ying Xuan Chen. Zonghao Lian. Ethan Han. Daniel Lee.
Thank you. This concludes the announcement of the graduates in the Master of Science in Engineering and Scientific Computing program. This concludes the reading of all graduates in the master's degree programs. I now invite Dean Kumar to the podium to deliver the closing remarks.
Graduates, this brings us to the end of the 2022 Penn Engineering Master's Commencement Ceremony. You now officially hold a degree, a master's degree from Penn Engineering. Congratulations. I now have two final requests of you. First, you have now officially been appointed ambassadors of Penn Engineering. Talk to others about your Penn experience, share your Penn Engineering pride, and recruit the best and the brightest and the most diverse candidates to Penn Engineering. Second, please keep in touch. Remember us, remember your classmates, and stay connected to Penn Engineering. Penn will always be your home, and you will always be part of us. I had a third request, which is to please remain seated until the academic procession has left the stage. And for the final time today, congratulations to the class of 2022.
This concludes the Penn Engineering 2022 graduation ceremony. Congratulations to all the graduates.